you want to tell us what happened to you in your early working life?
My life? Oh, I left school and I went to work for Rosedale Garage, which was part of Malthouse's building contractors.
Where was that?
Sorry?
Where was that?
Rosedale Road. But the building contractors was up Derbyshire Lane, I think. The main office was up Derbyshire Lane. I worked for Franklin's Bedding Factory. Can't remember how long I worked there, but I worked there quite some time.
And where was Franklin's Bedding Factory? Where was that?
Franklin's was all over. Franklin's was the bottom of Eccleshall Road, which has now been demolished. Then it was, you must know where one part of it is if you live on Eccleshall Road.
By the Sunfield, halfway up?
The factory was, where the bus turns now into, to go into town. It comes down Eccleshall Road, doesn't it, turn? Well, the bedding factory was, I can't think what's there now. I'm going to have to walk home to see.
On the Polish,
below the cinema house, below the Star Pitch Palace.
Right. Yes, they're right just there.
Yeah, there was a bedding factory, there was Osbert Skinner's, and there was the pub, which is still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pub's still there, yeah. Well, then at the bottom of Eccleshall Road, there was the big bit of Franklin's where they sold beds and bedding and what have you. And that was the showroom. And then at the end of Greystones Road, they've got a carpet cleaning place. That's always been there. Yeah. I worked for them.
What did you do there?
Sorry?
What did you do?
In accounts. Always worked in accounts.
Was there a good social scene around that? And did you have good Christmas parties and?
Well, yeah.
Was there like a lot of people work there?
Because you've got the carpet factory, you've got the bedding factory, then you've got the showroom. There's quite a lot of us work there, and I still see a few that are left. There's not a lot left, but I still see a few that's left.
Yeah. I remember my grandmother worked in accounts at Whitbread's, and she used to really love the social side of working for a big firm.
Well, you do, but then again, well, my father worked for Malthouse's, and that's Rosedale Garage belonged to Malthouse's, so we used to have 6 dinner dances a year. I was up to maybe about 18, 19,
Where were they?
I think. And then I stopped going.
Where were they held?
Sorry?
Where were they held?
Netherridge Hall, dance hall. They were out there nearly every year. I'm trying to think, occasionally, and I can't remember what they were for. It was something to do with Malthouse's. They used to hold dinners at Atkinson's. But it wasn't like it is now, if you know what I mean. I'd go in sometimes, sit there and have a coffee or go in for a lunch, and I sit there and think what it used to be like.
In the cafe at the top? Yeah. And at the top floor in the cafe?
Yeah, it used to be a ballroom.
Where else did you used to go out?
Sorry?
What other places did you go out? What was nightlife like for you? Where did you go out?
Locarno.
Where was that?
Tell us about the Locarno. We've been there. When it was Tiffany's.
Where was Locarno?
I
don't know what they've called it since. But,
Sainsbury's.
Sorry?
Sainsbury's, yeah.
Is it called Sainsbury's? They call it Sainsbury's now.
You've got the Sainsbury's, haven't you?
Yeah.
No, Wilkinson's.
Yeah.
There. We used to go there regularly.
What was it like? Can you describe a night out there?
Embassy Ballroom, Greystones Ballroom. Greystones Ballroom's still there, but it's a casino now, isn't it? Greystones is...
Can you describe a night out like when you would...
Sorry?
Can you describe what you would do when you went out for a night at the Locarno? Like describe it, if you would you go where there was some friends?
We'd go dancing with a crowd of us, school friends. It's funny, but we are stuck together.
Would there be a live band?
Oh yeah. And I one night danced with a young man, and all my mates were saying, oh, we should have danced with him. I danced with Dave Berry and didn't even know. No, I didn't. I danced with him.
Was he playing that night?
Sorry?
Was he performing that night?
No, we did afterwards.
Do you remember the band?
Sorry?
Do you remember the Locarno band?
Vaguely. I can remember the Netherridge band better than I can remember.
Was that more jazz?
Sorry?
Was that jazz?
No, it was just on the ballroom. Just old time ballroom.
40s swing, sort of 1940s swing.
And I think they call him Standors.
Standors.
Standors, I think they call the band leader.
Do you
Do you know,
remember Mr.
as a
Cook?
doorman we put it around there. You know what I mean? Nearly everybody.
Could you describe for us for the project? We're interested in what happens on like big festivals where people go for where they used to have people bands going down the road, or May Day processions. Do you remember any of those?
I remember going in the park on Monday with the banners. Oh yeah. Yeah,
where people would walk from the church.
Yeah, well, we as children went to Shirley Methodist, which is now St Andrews, I think, on Salter Lane, isn't it? Yeah. St Andrews have just gone into there. And we also went to Sharrodale Wesleyan Reform. And we marched with the May Queen, and I was never a May Queen, I don't first thing.
So, can you describe what that was like? So everybody would come out of the church and all meet on the
Oh,
street?
you'd get the church ratificate band, and then Queen and the banner, and you'd all follow on, and all their families, and but I always held a string for the banner. I always had a piece of ribbon from the banner. I can remember that.
Where did you march? Where did you walk? Where did you go?
Well, it just depends who you were, like, what order you was. Sometimes you was given an order to go into the park. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So you would wait for the Shire St John's and their band to come up, and then their band would go in front of the Shire Vale people, right? And they would carry on up Shire Vale, and when you got to Junction Road, you get you got to Junction Road, you get the St Augustine's got join you. So by the time you got in the park, it was like a great snake going on.
So did the music clash?
I've got some pictures somewhere of some of the, if they're any good. They're only schmucks.
Oh yeah, we'd love to see them.
Really good, I can always send them down.
Yeah, but we'll take your address. We've got some pictures of the Stocksbridge May Festival.
what?
Stocksbridge. Sorry, I'm...
Yeah. No, it's me and
in Stocksbridge, some of the people we've been interviewing, they've been telling us about the May
well,
Day.
no, I don't think we joined that far.
No, that's
you don't
far
think,
away.
no, but you would get in the park. You would not be able to, if you lost someone in the park, you would not find them till you got home, because there were so many people there. It was absolutely chocolate. Nowadays.
You don't do it now, do you?
They don't, oh, they still do the service, don't they, in the park? They do. I think there's still on service in the park. But it's not on which. I can't remember when it is. I can find out for you. Because the people from Sharrodale still, still up about it. They still have the service in the park. But I don't think it's Whit Monday. I think they do it on the Sundays, don't they? But on Whit Monday, and then when you'd finished in the park, you used to all go home for your lunch, and then we all used to go to Mayfields, up forward, and you had races and you had your tea there, and there was some great things went on.
Did you go to...
Not that there's anything now like there used to be, is there? Either that or I don't look for it.
Were your family part of the Working Men's Club? Was your dad a member of the Working
My
Men's Club?
father was the vice president of the Eccleshall and Hunters Ba for years.
Did you used to go off on trips with them? Did you all go to the seaside?
And, oh yes. But again, that started out with probably 10 or 12 Sharrodales going off from the club. It
Well,
dwindled
going all the
to,
way by bus, by Sharrodale?
yeah, and it dwindled to 2.
Did you go on the train then?
I can remember going to Bridlington the last time we ever went, and I think I was married by then. Yeah, I was married by then. And my brother and his wife. We went. I think that we finished up like with just 2 coaches leaving the club, the non-pots club.
Did you just go for the day? Or?
Oh yeah, you only went for the day. We went to Brid, and the sea was horrendous, so we went out on the boat.
But there's a lady telling us from High Green how they used, because there's a train that goes from Chapeltown station all the way to Brid, so they all used to get on that.
They used to what? Sorry.
Get on the train from Chapeltown station to Brid.
Yeah. Oh no.
But some people used to go to Scarborough as well.
Well, we used to go from the non-pots club, and I'm trying to think what else they did.
Where was the club?
Sorry?
Where was it? The club?
Eccleshall Non-Political Club.
Yeah.
It's not down,
is it Nonnas? Somebody? Is it
They just knocked
Nonnas?
it down recently.
That's what I say. I walked up Eccleshall Road the other day,
No.
and when I got home, I could have sat down and cried because you've either got hairdressers or pubs or eating houses. There's nothing there that used to be there. It was beautiful, Eccleshall Road. There's lovely shops and there's nothing now that used to be. And you know the very bottom of that, oh no you don't because it isn't there.
I remember it vaguely from the 70s, but that's about as far
The
as
bottom of Eccleshall Road, there used to be some very, very big tall houses opposite where Waitrose is now, this side. Were big tall houses, very big tall houses, and the downstairs rooms were little shops.
But is this where the flats are
Can
now?
you remember? No, because I don't think there's anything there now. I don't think it's there now. But there's as I said, these big tall houses with all these windows, and at the bottom there was little house windows with toys. One would have toys, and there was a hardware shop, and there used to be a tailor down there, and he used to sit outside in the summer on a big old cushion sewing, making suits and coats and things. So I just used to sit there and sew.
So that's before even so the bottom of the moor would have been completely different.
The bottom of the moor isn't there anymore. It used to be the co-op. Where Roses, you had the co-op.
Where the manpower services.
Yeah, you had the co-op there, and on this side of the road you had Timpson's shoe shop, Franklin's bedding shop. There was an archway somewhere there that went through to Stacey's Garrett Motors. And I think there was a little showroom there. Then you went on either, I can't remember now because they pulled the roads out there. Was it Bridge Street was there? And Hanover Street, and Clarence Street, but the...
If you have a look on our website, we've got one of the maps from Sheffield in 1935, and you can see in a lot of detail all the roads. It's part of the project is to do.
Well, I can use that, but I can't use a computer. I'm rubbish me.
Very easy to use this one that we've got.
I could use that, and I could do any amount of researching in books, but when it comes to computers...
Well, they've got the maps actually in the local studies library, so you can look at the real map, even if you can get the map out from 1935. It'd be very helpful.
Honestly, I mean, then we used to go swimming. We went swimming regularly.
Well, swimming pools are down here.
Glossop Road Baths.
I remember that.
Then I went to Ely Baths, went to Glossop Road Baths and went to the school board, King Tess,
Did they do, just getting back to thinking about that, I'm thinking about family life and living on Wayland Road. Did you, would your mother have been able to do all her own washing in the house? Or would you go to a wash house?
Good words, my mother never did nothing.
Did you have a...
I do all my own. Cleaning, cooking, washing, ironing, you name it, I do it. My mum did very little.
What did she do? Did she have a lady, a maid? Or?
Well, we had I don't know what you'd call them, nannies I think we called them. And my mum did very little. My aunt used to do a lot of the mother's washing at one time, and I used to iron it. At 14 I used to stand 2 hours, 2-3 nights a week ironing my father's shirts and my brother's.
What was your mother more of a... What was she?
No, I don't know how don't get me wrong, I often think she should have been more somewhere different. She was a lady, or I thought she was. No, I'm not being nasty.
No.
My mum, she didn't like work, and she didn't go out to work. I worked all my life on and off, and I brought up 6 kids. And my mum had 4 of us, but they were cared for, you know. I mean, we were cared for at home, Mum was there, but what about them? I don't think about, and I don't think we should go out to work.
Yeah, she looked after the
I
family.
think they should be there for the children. I mean, I worked between my kids going to school and coming home. I used to make sure that I could either do mornings or afternoons, whichever. because I worked for Hatfield on Friday when it first opened. I was there for quite a while. But I used to make sure that I was home for my kids. I don't think you should be. I think your kid is... There wouldn't be the trouble with kids there is now if the parents were there. If that's